Oh, greetings people of the internet. I'm Scott with Serkworks Art Labs. Welcome to the underground laboratory where we create robots, alien zombies, and other imminent threats to humanity. In addition, we make comics. This is my comic. These are the mini comic versions of my comic, issues 1 through 3, available at my website at serkworks.com. And what is it? Today is day 14. So we're pretty much concluding another week here in the art lab. Now, you know, down here in the art lab, it really, sometimes it gets kind of lonely. Now, I can view vicariously alternate versions of myself who are out having fun and creating all kinds of cool comics and doing stuff like that. And I use the paralleloscope to do that. But, you know, it really, sometimes it does get lonely down here. And, you know, I sometimes I get mail through here, but it's been a while since I've got anything. It's my vacuum tube, my vacuum lux has been empty. So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it, you know, can get a little depressing, but what do I do? What do I like to do when I get a little depressed? What cheers me up all the time? Making comics. So I'm gonna cheer up. So anytime you're feeling down in the dumps, just draw, just create. Make some comics. And yeah, day 14, that's another week. That's a milestone. We're getting somewhere. We're 2 weeks in. 2 weeks in. It seems like a small thing in the scheme of things, because what is this thing all about? The 100 Days of Making Comics is where you spend 30 minutes a day, every day, for, I was going to say 30 days, but for 100 days. I'm trying to cut this short, but no, you got to do the whole 100 days. So for 100 days, you create comics, 30 minutes a day, and those little increments add up. And by the end of those 100 days, you've got a lot of work done. So, you know, if you are feeling a little down in the dumps, if you're wondering, you know, sometimes it just helps to just, you know, I don't know, draw, create. Even if you're scribbling, even if you're, you know, doodling, anything, get those creative juices flowing. But I'm going to take my own advice, and I'm going to create some comics. And by doing, I'm gonna draw right here in the underground lair, but I'm also gonna check in to see what an alternate version of myself is doing by viewing the paralleloscope. So I'm gonna go to that right now. I'm beginning to think that maybe taking on a project like building a slide while I'm in the middle of my 100 Days of Making Comics challenge is probably not a good idea. I had all this planned out, but anyway, I am trying to get work done in. I took a break from the scripting. I was having some little problems, and sometimes we have problems with things that are working when you're writing scripts or whatever. Sometimes it's just best to put them aside for a little bit. So I'm going back to learning Manga Studio, the courses that I'm taking and everything. Still digging the program, but I took a couple days off, so I'm kind of trying to refresh myself again. So it's back and forth between these two things, but I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll kind of show you what I've been doing out in the garage. So if you were tuned into yesterday's episode, you know that I kind of gave you a preview of my daughter's room. I built this castle bed for her. That was really fun, but I think it needs a little bit of an upgrade, or she's asking for an upgrade. She wants me to build a slide, so she doesn't have to go down a ladder, so she can just slide down. So that's what I'm going to be building. I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to I'm going to build a desk for her. She's got this old desk. It's like this old Little Tykes desk that she's outgrown. So she wants sort of an art desk. So I'm gonna also build that. So that's what we're gonna be working on today. Alright, so this is basically what's going to become the slide for my daughter's bedroom. It's essentially just, it looks like a ladder, you know, but there'll be like a surface with some sort of laminate on it or something where she can slide down. These are going to be the posts that are going to kind of hold it up. Most of it's going to actually be mounted to the bed, so it'll be pretty stable, but yeah, so that's the first part. And we are back! Okay, you know what we do when we're done with another day or another week? We take the sheet with the number of the day on it, crumble it up, and we throw it in the trash. And that means I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 15 of 100 Days of Making Comics. That is all. Hey everyone, you've seen the process. Now you can check out the story. Issues 1 through 3 of Young and the Dead are available at my website at serkworks.com. Also follow me on social media at the links listed below. Subscribe and check out some of the other videos in the series. There's much more to come.